Dr. Vince, how do we figure out our ideal training zone?
It's important for us to know what our training zone is. And you see this on all the machines that you may work out in a gym. It's simply the maximum heart rate should be estimated by taking 220 minus your age. So, for instance, if you're 60 years of age, like myself, you take 220 minus 60, or you get a maximum heart rate of 160. However, you don't want to push yourself to 160. We have found that moderate exercise is by far superior to maximum exercise. Moderate exercise is keeping yourself in the 60 to 70% range of maximum. So for a person of about 60 years of age, it would be between 96 and 112. In fact, it is in the moderate exercise range that you burn the most fat calories. When you're exercising strenuously, and that is 80% or above, you don't burn as much fat. And not only that, you put yourself into a state of oxidative stress. And this is one of the reasons why the Harvard study showed that those individuals who worked strenuously to do their exercise actually live 3 years less. So it is important to be smart when you exercise. The Fort formula, therefore, is better because, number one, it avoids injuries, it uses less weight, it maximizes the exhaustion of the muscle, and therefore it'll maximize the number of brain cells and plasticity or dendrites or nerve connections that can be made. And therefore will be helping the brain at the same time as increasing the size of the muscle. Doing multiple repetitions with heavy weights is only going to end up in injury. And also in moderate exercise, not only is it weightlifting, but we advise steps. And that is, it's not a bad idea to get a pedometer. It's a little machine that you put on your waist, which will tell you how many steps you take a day. And we advise people to try to take about 10,000 steps per day. And you can increase this, so if you work, try to park in a place where you have to really walk a block or two in order to get to your office. Don't be afraid to take the stairs. Every place you possibly can do, walk. Don't take the elevator. I always remember one cartoon is that they were at a gym and 15 people were waiting for the elevator to go up one flight. As I had mentioned, you can over-exercise. Too much exercise, and that is putting yourself into the training zone at 80% or greater. It causes oxidative stress. Oxidative stress causes increased cortisol production. And in fact, what happens is after you finish exercising so vigorously, you start to carbohydrate crave. And before you know it, you're raising your insulin, you're increasing your fat size, and you're wondering, you're working out so hard, yet you're not getting anywhere. Plus the fact that working at the maximum training zone increases injury, especially to the knees and the hips and the ankles. And in those people who are obese or overweight, it is very, very important to realize that often, because of starting to walk, and when you are not used to doing it, you will injure yourself. So, doing the Fort formula exercise can truly avoid this and at the same time give you the cardiac exercise and especially the strengthening exercise that is going to build up your brain. If I were to tell you one thing that differs the Fort formula from all other programs, it is the end focus of it. And that means that we don't focus on how many repetitions you do. We don't focus on how much weight you use. We focus on when the muscle begins to burn and pushing the muscle to exhaustion. So, when you're doing your exercises, if for some reason the muscles are not burning, increase the time for 5 or 6 seconds. When you're doing the gym exercise, you can increase the number of repetitions or slightly increase the weight. It will do a body good.